Welcome back to another video on F1 Manager 2023, and we are in 2024. That's right, we're in the future, doing a McLaren Road to Glory. Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, those are the drivers we have. Oscar Piastri is not doing that well. Lando Norris, he's fighting for a championship. That's right, Lando Norris is doing what we expect him to do. I think it's safe to say that everyone expects Lando Norris next season, if he has a race-winning car, to be up there fighting for the championship day in, day out. That's what Lando is trying to do here right now. We have a car. That on paper is the best car on the grid. Just putting that out there. It is the best car on the grid, bar the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin loses out to us in just the high speed. So, basically, the fact of the matter is, we need to start focusing on everything now. We're not developing much. We have one development slot open. And I think we should start doing some research into side pods. Or development into side pods. Oh, sorry, we already have development in side pods. Maybe we start doing some development into the underfloor. Let's get into the underfloor. We have the resources for all this. And first things first, we're gonna do this. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on our airflow sensitivity. Just slightly. We're gonna focus on our airflow sensitivity, just make a minor improvement. We're gonna improve our... I want to improve our lifespans slowly. You know, just make some minor improvements. Let's work on... How much do we lose out? We lose out one position. But we gain in low speed. I like it a lot. I mean, this gets us the biggest gain that we want in every aspect. We lose out a little bit in top speed, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll put 6 engineers onto this, and we'll get it in 19 days. So we'll get it in Montreal, and then we'll develop it so we'll have it at Austria. I think that's a good timeline. I think that gives us a cost cap remaining of 54 million. For now, we don't have to worry about the cost cap. For now, as we're looking into it. And obviously, we need to do some upgrades in our front wing, because I think if we go into front wing, we're starting to show signs of performance loss in front wing and rear wing, I believe. Yeah, as you can see, we're starting to lose out quite substantially in terms of front wing and rear wing. So our majority of our performance comes from our chassis, side pods, underfloor, and suspension, which gives us a decent amount comparatively. But front wing and rear wing, that gives us the biggest amount. Now, 87 points is the difference between us and Red Bull in terms of team. That's a difference that we want to achieve, to like overthrow. Yeah, that's rear wing development completed. These... Okay, it's gonna affect our designs. That's okay. We don't really have an option. Okay. We can't we probably won't get the fastest lap, but let's get into the race. We're doing this very quickly. We did it in 5 minutes. The rundown of what is going on in this career mode.
Welcome along to one of the biggest weekends in motorsports.
Here in Monaco. Let's go. Nothing special. We'll go into the old spec. Because let's not forget, we need to keep... I think I want to try to keep 10 million, maybe 20 million left separate for specifically this upgrade. This performance components. Especially for the ERS. That's where we want to make sure that we don't overspend. So I think I want to keep 10 million. I think we're not going to overdo it, but I think 10 million is a good shout. That's the setup we're going to give them. We're going to go full out on cornering. Because I think cornering is very important in Monaco. I would think that that's the right... Yeah, let's not forget. Oscar Piastri had a penalty that he didn't serve. I should probably pit it first, but I didn't. And here we are. Boom. I think that's going to be a very nice setup. I think it could be a 80. 6th, 14th. What did I say? I think that was going to be an 80. It becomes an 87. It's almost a 90. Beautiful. Oh my god. Why would you even consider that setup? That setup is wrong on so many levels. Just on so many levels. It's actually just ridiculous. I mean, I should probably have managed this one, but I didn't because of that, because I knew that was going to happen. JK, I didn't actually know that was going to happen. I kind of hoped that was going to happen, but I didn't expect it.
Our weekend continues.
Gonna be honest with you.
As the drivers...
Okay. Let's go back to the good parts. Okay, I'm curious to see how far we can get with these two. Just using these two and this one. How many races we can do. Because we're doing every practice session, every race for now on that one. So we'll get a good glimpse of when we have to switch over to the new one. Like we have to switch over to a new one. Let's get into the qualifying. Q1 time. I'm going to send out Oscar first.
Radio check.
And then Lando.
Yep. Radio check.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Beautiful stuff.
Delta negative at the end of the lap.
109.338.
Okay, look after the fuel on the way in.
Oh my god, Lando. Holy crap. I have a feeling that Lando is through. Oscar, I'm gonna risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. I feel like Oscar could be through. At least I'm hoping Oscar is through. Does he have... Oscar is through. Oh boy, I think I cut it a little close, but absolutely worth it. That was a butt-clenching qualifying session. Jeez, okay. Yeah, we're gonna be the first cars out.
Just keep an eye on that delta. So just confirming boxing and back into the garage.
Yeah, confirm.
Yeah, now we're gonna put them on a new set. A new set of tires. Magnussen had a good lap on a new set, I think. Alright. Here comes out in P4. Oh, wow. Is the Haas actually getting... Wow, look at Magnussen. Okay. That's a surprising lap, to be honest. Wow, I didn't even realize we were in Q3 with both drivers. And we only used 2 sets of tires so far.
Sessions should be starting now.
Magnussen was in P3. That's a very surprising...
Is
Oh,
everything
there
okay
is...
with the car?
There is no...
We're looking into it.
There's one Mercedes. Hamilton seems to be...
Get the delta negative.
Where is
So, call the
Magnussen
car,
getting
box,
this
box.
pace from? Like, actually. Oscar is getting a very nice runs. Some very, very good runs.
Okay, that's P4. That's a great lap, buddy.
If you could keep your pace up on the in lap.
Copy.
Okay, within a 10th of Lando now. I mean, they weren't terrible laps. 4 and 5. Oscar gets a 5 place grid penalty, I think.
Well, there's nothing.
I believe he gets a 5 place grid penalty. 3 place grid penalty. Okay, he's starting in P8. Still not a bad spot to start from. Okay, this is minor damage. Okay. I think we're fine for now. I think we're gonna be fine. I'm gonna go hard mediums. I think the hard medium might be a slightly better strategy. Or in the long run. And we'll switch on to the mediums as if we have a safety car. Or we go to the softs. I think either one is okay. Hard medium will get us lose some positions at the beginning, I think.
As the drivers prepare. We're here and the streets are abuzz at the Monaco Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Okay, and we're gonna push the fuel.
Overtake. Yeah. Copy.
Wow, 4 seconds already. Okay, We want Oscar to have a podium. As long as we have a car that is worthy of a podium, I want Oscar to get a podium. If he gets a podium this race, this season, I think we keep him for next season. And then the season after, we'll see how he does. But I think it's a very crucial thing to keep an eye on. Okay, now we go to balanced. I think we'll go a little aggressive with Lando. So he can just bring it back, get into the DRS, and just keep in touch. Lightly. Oh. I mean, he can get he's getting Alonso to carry him closer to Perez at the moment. He's getting very close to
Getting into the top of the temp window on these tyres.
Confirm.
Okay. Magnus is in 5th. Wait, where did Magnussen even start? Magnussen started 6th. Okay. Okay, Lando is now catching the front guys. He's leaving the other guys behind. He has the best tires on the grid, except for the soft guys who just pitted. Okay. Do we want to switch over to the 2-stop? I feel like... You know what? I'm gonna switch Oscar onto a double. The 2-stop. I think that's the right approach here. Comes out in 12th. 14th, sorry. Come on, get past Hulkenberg, buddy. Okay, now he's in 12th, where he went into the pits. He went in the pits from 11th, so he's now in 11th. With anyone in the pit still? Ocon still has to pit. And we still have to pit.
Box, box.
Curious to see.
Confirm.
Oh, he just missed a pit entry. Oscar just missed the pit entry. You know what? It's okay. We'll pit him now into the mediums. He comes out in 13th. It's not a bad spot to come out on. Albon gets a 5-second penalty.
Safety car deployed. Safety car, recharge button on.
Okay, Lando, biggest gainer from that.
Let's try and look after the tyre temperatures now.
We can push the fuel. We push the fuel. Now, we know for a fact there is nobody who is going to have tires better than us.
Oscar, you can reduce the LICO slightly.
Yeah.
So the safety car will enter the pits.
You'll need to
Okay.
use overtake to get full deploy.
Copy.
Who is on what tire? Okay, Lando is on massively better mediums than everybody else. The only person who's literally going to be an issue is probably Max. Probably the only person who's going to be a major thorn in our side. Okay, Oscar, you just need to make positions now. Just get into 10th place. I think you're okay if you get into 10th place. I think you will probably even get 9th.
Something seems wrong.
I'll
Yeah,
let you
that's
know.
fine. Okay, just go aggressive a little. Little aggressive. Come on. Get past Magnussen. The least you can do. Just aggression. Show aggression, buddy. Get past. Make positions. Make up positions. Okay.
So casing temps hitting the limit.
Yeah, confirm.
Perez has crossed the line first.
I mean, we had to
So we
save
have
fuel.
taken
I
flags.
completely forgot about fuel. Oscar didn't. I think Oscar
McLaren
did get
driver,
shafted by the pit. If I'd gone a little earlier, I could have pit him. Just a little earlier, but I mean, Lando getting another podium. Lando is on a very good run of podiums. He's keeping in touch. 21 points between the two of them. One win would have been boop ahead. You know, that's would have happened. I think it's a good position. We now overtake Aston Martin. Absolutely incredible stuff. We are still, what is that, 38 points behind Ferrari. It's unfortunate, but next up is Spain. And we get two very good pit stops. This is what I mean by we are consistently getting good pit stops. We increase our gap by 2 points to Red Bull. This is what I mean by we're making up positions in the pits as well. It's great stuff going on here. 2.5 million. Good stuff. Doing very, very well. And car. Front wing. Replace that part. And replace the side pod. Okay, side pods and front wing. That's the first thing we need to manufacture. We need to manufacture our front wings. Front wings. These will be in for the next race. Beautiful stuff. And both cars are on the same spec. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Okay. Warehouse? No, not car analysis. Whoa. Which car is losing out to us? Did Aston Martin actually lose out? Oh, briefly, because they're still in the middle of upgrades. Okay. Okay, it's looking good. And drivers, Oscar Piastri went up one slot. He improved somewhere. I'm curious to see where he improved, but I'm very curious to see when Porsche beats him on another aspect. Because they're on par in smoothness, but cornering and reactions for Teo Porsche is much better. Okay, I think it's time for the Spanish Grand Prix. We're going to put Porsche in instead of Oscar. And we've got 2 scouting reports coming in right now. Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen. Holy crap. Max Verstappen's buyout fee is 37 million. Let's change that to Lando Norris. Okay, Lando. Oh my goodness. Okay. Adaptability is lower. Lando is incredible, actually. Oh my god, 99 cornering, 98 braking. I mean, that's what you talk about pace. Holy crap. Okay. His smoothness leaves a little to be desired, but oh my god. Oh my god. This is crazy. It's crazy. Who is his pair? He was with Carlos Sainz. I mean, we could get 2 of the best engineers for next season. I mean, we could. That would be an incredible upgrade. Max Dudley. You were still at Red Bull. He's paired with Perez. Okay. Alright. Beautiful stuff. Okay, let's get into race weekend. Boop. Alright. Boop. Oh wow, everything came in at once. So we now have nothing to manufacture. Maybe side pods. But 6 days we get a new sidepod coming in anyway. So might as well leave it as is. I mean, that's good stuff. Good race prep. Q2. And the rest we're not going to touch. Let's take a look at our car analysis. 1st and 5th. Okay. Is Aston Martin. Which team overtook them in terms of low speed? Williams' high speed cornering is an absolute god tier. Okay. Compared for the rest of the midfield. Red Bull. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Red Bull lose out quite substantially. Is it Ferrari? Ferrari has the best medium speed and low speed. Okay. So Ferrari and Aston Martin are the teams to beat this race. Crazy. Let's get into the race.
Thank you for joining us for the Spanish Grand.
Get into the Spanish Grand Prix. Doesn't look all that bad. We're on to the damage components. Now, we're gonna keep using this ERS until it becomes unusable. Like, you know, it becomes like major damage. Because right now, it's minor, which means it's gonna give us substantial performance. It's gonna give us some... let's keep going this way. Let's keep it reduced. And we'll simulate FP1. Are we gonna get a substantial amount of improvement? What? What? Oh, I'm not even... I don't even know anymore. I don't know anymore. You explain to me what's going on. Boop, 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 boop. Ooh. I was gonna put Teo Pocher instead of Oscar, but I didn't. I forgot. Yeah, let's go with that setup. I think that'll be a 90 somewhere. I think that'll also be a 90. Let's see. 96, 95. And track acclimatization is very good. Alright. It's looking very good.
We're moving on now to the all-important qualifying session.
Quality time. And the gearbox is now major damage. Oh, we're gonna keep this one. We were gonna keep that one anyway. No, we were gonna keep that one anyway. Why am I changing the ERS? I want to keep the ERS as long as I can, so that I can avoid taking any penalties just the entire way through. Okay, time for some qualifying. Alright. Let's send out Lando first. Because Lando is on peak form right now.
Stand the delta.
Box,
Box, and call the car.
Piastri, very close.
Yeah, confirm.
I think we're through. With this lap time, I think we're through. Yeah, I think 5 and 7. I think we're through. We might be like on the cusp, but we're through. Yeah, we're absolutely through. 6 and 8. Even with the substantial improvements that we're seeing. Hamilton is very much struggling last few races. So I want to keep an eye on. He just barely gets through. And we also, not barely, but we had time on the table. I mean, a 10th and a half. That's what it took. It was a pretty substantial difference, but it. I'm just curious to see what kind of lap times we can do. Send out Oscar first.
Sessions should be starting now.
Okay, both of these guys get a clean run.
Remember, the delta needs to be negative at the end of the lap.
I can recharge on and
A
box
tenth.
this lap.
Between the two of them. Albon! Hello! Was you on new tires? No, you wasn't on new tires. Wild stuff. We're actually gonna do a second lap, by the way.
So this is P10. That was a good lap. Okay, look after the fuel on the way
Oscar
in.
is out.
Copy.
Lando is out. Lando's through. But by the skin of his teeth. Both Mercedes are out in Q2. Oh my god. Alex Albon. Take a bow. Alexander Albon is also just a god tier driver, by the way. Even in the game. I think the damage is starting to show. I think I'm going to put him onto the new set of ERS. I think that might have played a substantial role in the performances. I feel like. Let's see what he can do. If he can put this on pole, then we know that, okay, that minor difference is enough to get into Stroll.
Okay, so P3 at the
Absolute
moment.
prick.
That's a good lap. So call the car and we'll box.
Yep.
This wasn't on a... Okay, clean run. There we go. That's what we need.
Currently a P1. So just confirming boxing and back into the garage.
Confirm.
He looks like it to be into P2. Yeah, ERS played a role. Okay, ERS is the culprit. Okay. We need to accept that we're going to be using this ERS engine now. For both drivers. This is the reason. I think I screwed their qualifyings just because of me trying to save some components. What about a hard medium? How easy is that to do? It isn't. Alternatively, You can do a hard, medium, medium, hard, soft. But then we switch this into soft and this into a medium. Or it's just soft, medium, soft. I mean, might as well, right? Soft, medium, soft. For both drivers. And we'll just push the fuel. Let's get going. Into the race.
The
To the race
stage
we
is
go.
set here in Barcelona. One of the oldest races on the Formula One calendar. This is the Spanish Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
All right.
Press overtake.
Confirm.
Yeah, he's in P4. His long run pace is what we need to focus on. Long run pace is absolutely goated for Lando. If you can stay within DRS, Lando is gonna be cracked, basically. Yeah, this track does eat up fuel, I think. Quite substantially, so I think we'll run him like this. %, okay. Our softs are running the same as these mediums. I mean, come on, buddy. Yeah, you're gonna go onto the hards to make that run happen. And you're gonna go to the mediums because that you will be able to make that one happen. In 9 seconds? Yikes, okay. Not looking incredibly great. Just go for overtakes. That's what you need to do. And you too. Just go for overtakes. That's what we need from you. Just get past them. Yeah, he's caught up to the Aston Martins. And he's now gonna try and overtake them. Okay. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna run away. You're gonna run away now. If you can. Doesn't look like you are able to. Okay, you're gonna go into the mediums now. Because it doesn't seem like you're gonna make it. Oscar just doesn't have the ability to use his tires to the same extent as Lando does. Okay, if we can get ahead of...
So we are low on battery at the moment.
Yeah, confirm.
Okay, go on to the softs. Comes out in P5, and he's gonna start setting the fastest lap of the races. Yes, go! Let's go, Lando. Show him what you can do. Fastest lap of the race. Never mind, Russell sets the fastest lap of the race. Boop. Boop. Fast lap.
Pretty hot, mate.
Don't care. Keep going. Just go standard. Briefly. Okay, now you're gonna go neutral. For the final few laps.
Yeah, locked up.
Deep breath. You're going to be okay.
It helps when you stay on the track there.
No hop
And you're
done.
just gonna go for it. You're gonna go standard again. Okay, that's a substantial point in gain on Perez. Okay. You're gonna go maximum attack, full deploy mode,
So head down.
Confirm.
push. There we go.
So you've taken the flag. P3.
And
Awesome job.
Oscar gets a 5-14. Podium, podium,
What a
podium.
remarkable drive by Lando.
I mean, Lando is doing the job. He's just got 16 points over Lance Stroll's 8. Not Lance Stroll's, Sergio Perez's 8. Which puts him very close to the championship lead. The only difference is Lando has not gotten a DNF and he doesn't have any sprint wins or pole positions. Oof. And constructors, where are we going? We keep our difference between Aston Martin. We get the exact same amount of points. With them being 2 guys in the points, though. I think P3 is the most we can achieve this time around. Another solid point gain. Another 16 points. But we do lose that because Red Bull gets a double, 1-2. That's 10 points on top of us. Okay. We lost that 1 position, 10 points. That's what we need to gain back in the next race. And Oscar Piastri just doesn't have the pace that we need from him. It's looking more and more likely that we're not going to keep Oscar Piastri for the next season. Starting to look very likely that he will be replaced for next season. But nothing is set in stone. There is still a few races to go. 13 points separates Sergio Perez and Lando Norris. Can Lando Norris win his first World Driver Championship? With a car that has one driver, him, doing an incredible job, and the other driver struggling, to say the least. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and get out of here.